If you're looking to socially distance, this is the place to go. I am the only one here. It is so beautiful out, and I cannot believe I'm the only one here. Morning from Kingsport Beach. I was here in the winter with some friends and it was chilly. Today is much nicer. When I was here, I discovered that if you walk to the left an hour, maybe two, that you can find some really interesting sand formations out at Medford Beach. This was something that I wanted to return to do with my friends, but we are on shutdown. The last 2 weeks have been rainy. I haven't been outside at all, and it's been pretty depressing, to be honest. So I decided if I wanted to have an adventure, I would go by myself. To be honest, there aren't a lot of instructions on how to get to these Medford Beach sand formations. They say to go to Kingsport Beach and then just start walking left. And it takes, some people say an hour, some people say an hour and a half, some people say 2 hours. So I've given myself 2 hours. It's 7:30 right now. Low tide is at 9. So I should be totally fine to get there and back. It is surprisingly warm. I already opened up my jacket and I am contemplating taking it off. Usually when you're by the ocean, it's much colder. But it's very calm out, really warm. I have a feeling I'm going to be carrying my jacket in about 5 minutes. This region has the highest tides in the world, and I just noticed something that I think kind of illustrates this. Have a look. We're at low tide right now, but if we go up, you can see there's a ladder that goes down. And that's where I think people, if you want to go in the water at high tide, that's how you get down to it. Which is crazy. I grew up here. I did not take advantage of this gorgeous landscape. This is my second time out to Kingsport Beach. And I think when I grew up, all of this was normal, having access to the ocean and seafood, learning about the animals in tidal pools. And then you leave and you appreciate it a little bit more. But it wasn't until I started shooting these videos and getting reactions from other people that I realized, oh yeah, this place is so special. It is beautiful. And especially at this time when we're in shutdown, not supposed to be around other people, you realize that you can do so many great things on your own or with your family. We're not far from beautiful things. This is 17 minutes from my house. love those drone shots, but I have to say, every time I fly that drone, I have such anxiety. Like, my hands are shaking right now because I am terrified of losing it. And for good reason. So, so far I have flown it into a tree and had to call the fire department in Tatamagouche to get it out. I also cut my hand on it. And then when I was out at Halls Harbor, I flew it so high I couldn't see it, I could only hear it, and I was running out of power. There's only about half an hour worth of battery on each battery, and they say, like, once you hit the 15-minute mark to start bringing it back, and I kind of crash landed, I think. But it was okay. Every time it's been okay. But it's like, how many second chances do you get? I decided to take a shortcut through what I knew was muddy. That's a mistake, because now my feet are wet. Alright, slight hiccup. This river, alright, this looks like it might be possible if I can get, oh my god, this mud! Oh, oh my god, can you see my footsteps? I can't stop. I sink more. Oh, my feet. Oh, I made it back to the safe rocks. Look at my sneakers. Oh my god. I see some rocks over there toward a river, and my feet are pretty wet, so I might even just, I might just walk through the river. I don't know. I mean, it can't really get that much worse. Oh god, I'm in mud again. Don't wear shoes that you love because they're not gonna make it. It's a little bit muddy, but I'm not gonna get trapped. That was almost like Never-Ending Story when Artreo's horse just got sucked into the nothing. I'm gonna go in up to my ankles, I think. Down there, it's more shallow, but that is where the crazy mud is. So at least here, I get wet and I walk onto rocks and then pray that this whole area is not mud. Oh, this is muddy. Ah! Oh, it's cold. Oh, okay, not the end of the world. Oh. And while I'm here, I might as well get all this stuff off. Yep, now my feet are squishy. I'm gonna try to go through this. Oh, okay, not so bad, not so bad. Oh, okay, I made it! There are so many periwinkles here. Wow, are they called? They're periwinkles, yeah, periwinkles. There's so many periwinkles here. Ooh! Huh. All right, I gotta move on. My feet are now wet and muddy. Not a big deal. Not a big deal, these are old sneakers. It's warm outside, doesn't matter. Oh, if you know who lives in that house right there, green, you can take the stairs down. Also, there's some other stairs, obviously through people's backyards. So I would make friends with the people who live on Kingsport Beach, and then you don't have to cross that river. This is pretty spectacular. Much taller than I thought. And this isn't the only one. If you come around the corner, you can see a bunch of them. keeping a journal since I was 10. And now as an adult, although I have a website where I write all the time, I also keep a journal, and I have a practice called morning pages. And basically you write 3 pages every day. And it's, if you don't know what to write, it's just like free flow of what your thoughts are. I usually have a lot to say, and it's a really great place for me to remind myself during times like these that I feel so grateful to be where I am. So it's been really helpful for me. And what I'm going to do each week now, because we're in a crazier time where I can't see any of my friends, even through social distancing, is to find a place each week to do the morning pages. But if you have any ideas of what I can do, where I can go, like in Kings County, you're not supposed to go too far, I would love to hear from you.